It's May 21st, 2019. I wanted to find today as highly illogical reacting to SmackDown tonight. 24 hours removed after Paul and Brock say that they're just waiting to attack. They're just waiting to cash in. Well, Ziggler beat down Kofi so bad that he was on a stretcher for almost 5 minutes. All you need is a 3 count. So 24 hours after you made a promise, Brock and Paul, you're already full of shit. You can't back it up. Recycled storylines, but now you're lying to us? That's the new twist? We'll find out that and more. Let's mark out.
We are going to watch battlegrounds, drinks and diet Pepsis.
I thought that'd be a good point. I thought that'd be a good point to do, but maybe, others would consider that.
What's that?
Paul said he was, and he walks out and
and
teases the briefcase.
Yeah.
The longest running weekly overproduced, under-talented, episodic, sometimes echoing, often infighting wrestling podcast.
It is Tuesday night. This is Tuesday night Smarkdown. We are going to react to all things SmackDown Live. I am your host, Adam Baum. With me on the cruise ship we call the Marked Out Podcast is my co-host, Brian. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man? How are you?
You're still the bionic Mark to me.
I will always be the bionic Mark. Well, not more.
Right.
Let's not say that.
Something that did change names, the Y Table fan line, but Colonel from Memphis, Buzzkill Bob, what's going on?
What's going on, man?
I don't like that Rob calls you that, but the name is clever to me.
Okay.
Speaking of most of the show tonight was to one degree or another, maybe all the way to the nth degree, but we're going to do our normal version of it as we cover it all, or our latest normal, if you will.
Yeah.
It's the new normal.
It's always ever changing, ever evolving.
Right. Unlike... Oh, no.
No.
Wait. Wait.
You're way off. You're way off.
We're saying that our new segment is good, not SmackDown. We're right fucking there with you. Yeah, we're right there with you. Yeah, we're right. Hey, do you think that it's possible that Roman has something to do with that? Even though I think they've been using him well. Okay, well, I mean, that's the point of this. I used to like to be nitpicky and find out something wrong with this, and then, point the wrong thing out and praise the good, but we've definitely flipped the scale. There's more bad than there is good. On the board, I want to quickly introduce our YouTube live chat board and Twitch.
But
and
I actually
Facebook
have a
Live. We got Soji, we got Bang Bus GM, Christopher Stikelether is here, that's Johnny WWE, Donald Trump is here, whole lot of fun. What were you doing over there, Brian?
Well, apparently the audio is fucked up, so that's what I was trying to.
The board says the audio is messed up?
Yeah, didn't see that.
Johnny says the audio is fine. Daniel Price says audio is fucked. I don't.
Price is saying it is. I tried to get our guru tech, Mr. Rody Reigns, but.
Is he pouting again?
No, I gave him a Charleston Chew, and then he just walked the fuck out.
A Charleston Chew, is that?
I owed him one from weeks ago.
Dude, we're supposed to react to the show. Alright, so, Anyway. Brian walked away right as we're starting you good. But so I get.
I owed him one.
Yeah, you owed him.
What was it for? Yeah, I lost a bet. I forget what it was.
Yeah, the board says they can't hear Bob or the sound effects, so maybe it's just Bob that. Yeah.
I like that your solution was just to turn things up.
Wait, what?
My headphones just got louder.
What would you do, Brian? I mean,
I found the troubleshooter right here.
and technically I didn't turn your headphones up. I turned their audio sliders up.
Either way.
I like the thought now that rant that I went off on was just you two guys going, yeah, uh-huh.
That's actually in studio, just so you know. That is why Brian was just sitting there going, yeah. It's because he was reading the board, knowing that whatever he responded, nobody was going to read it anyway. Daniel Price says it's us talking in a barrel in a basement. That's great.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
See, normally that's the sound that I hear on the phone, but tonight everything's fine.
Okay.
You can hear us okay? Actually, I can hear you great.
Bangba says it's much
Yeah,
better.
I can hear you guys perfectly.
Yeah, Bangba says it's much
So
better.
that's why Rob is the troubleshooter.
Soji says, what did you say, Bob? And Daniel Price wants to point out that I'm the technically challenged Jew.
Yeah, correct.
I would have,
I wouldn't have said the Jew part, but
Yeah, I was
technically
like, yeah, that's kind of really, yeah.
Well, spade's a spade.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play you good here. Board, you can catch up while you're all stroking Rob for fixing the audio. Yeah, that's great. Let's just start it off. Elias and Shane backstage. Elias apologizing for losing to Roman and says he'll handle it himself tonight. To me, I just covered it. So I'm going to start off being good. Bob and Brian, are you good?
Are we starting at something that happened at the end of the show?
Kind of happened throughout. I mean, he played to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a Roman segment. It just, there you go, done.
Well, I think the opening one.
The whole
okay.
thing. No,
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
thing.
Oh, the whole thing? Okay.
The whole thing. I mean, I'm not going to come back around to fucking talk
Right,
about
we're
Roman and Elias
Tarantinoing
again.
it. I gotcha.
The show
I mean-
bookended with Roman and Elias. We're going to start our show and not end it with Roman, Elias, and Shane.
He came back, he beat cancer, and you had an opportunity to do something different with his character. Instead, Vince was like, steady the course, boys. No growth, whatever. Elias, I think, is going to end up becoming a face out of this. So there's a positive. I like him better as a face anyways.
Yeah, he definitely plays better off as a face, too. Like, even just, I mean, like, the thing, like, burying the hometown crowd and stuff, it kind of gets old after a little while. So, I don't know. I think switching it up and maybe making him go the babyface route would kind of spice things up a little bit.
I mean, I'm good. I already said I was good. I don't care about
There's
this.
nothing really else to talk. Yeah,
Nothing has changed with Shane in months. A month ago, they added Roman and Elias to this feud. But now what they add? Drew last night? That's a pile of garbage. Shane is way too involved right now, and I hate to say it, but it kind of it's wasting everybody that's around him. Drew, Elias, and yes, even Roman. Anything on the board before we move on?
Well, everyone is actually praising Rob for his technical skills.
Yep, I already said that.
Yeah.
What else?
Let's see. Bang Bus, he says, Brian is the co-MVP for reading the chat room and alerting Rob. Adam
Awesome.
is Adam. Yep, so that happened also.
Is anybody saying anything about wrestling, Brian?
Shoji is saying, I'm good. Elias being scared of Roman now? I guess so. That's what it seems like. Yeah.
What about Daniel Price?
McIntyre being paired with Reigns devalues Drew. Even if he has an upper hand on him, it just damages his stock being Shane's bitch.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but whether you want to agree with it or not, Roman is the top guy. So you put somebody you want to be a top guy with the top guy. It elevates him.
No, but what he's talking about is on Mondays, Drew is Shane's Monday bitch, nowhere near Roman. And Elias is his Tuesday bitch who fights Roman.
Well, yeah, but thanks to the wild card rule, you can be somebody's bitch on any day of the week
on
now.
2 days of the week, yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wild card, motherfuckers, yay!
So anyway,
I'm good.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Good. All right, next on the list. Big E's return. What about the fake Big E?
Why?
I want to talk about this.
I mean,
It was funny.
a cheap chuckle. Yeah, exactly. But that's really it. I mean, it was funny for a few seconds.
It was a very, very cheap pop just so that he could then, wherever the hell they were tonight. I wasn't paying attention to that.
May I say something, though?
Yes, say something.
So they pointed out that the guy had very ashy knees. Do you think that was a work, or do you think that was real?
What do you mean? How is that? What do you mean that that's a work?
'Cause
He needs some
I
lotion?
don't know. I
That's
don't know.
a really
Maybe-
weird
maybe-
You think
word.
like
I don't
the guy
know.
showed up for Raw? For SmackDown, it was like, don't tell him he's got ashy knees.
I don't
Let's
know.
just let
Well,
him go
no.
on
Maybe
TV like
maybe
that.
that's what they were looking for. Maybe they wrote the promo and they're like, we need to find an indie guy that lives in the Rhode Island area or whatever they were in Rhode Island, I believe, right? Providence.
I don't know. That's what I
And let's look for a guy that has ashy knees. I don't know. Don't tell. They looked for a guy that had one fucking
Let's
leg.
Look for a guy that has ashy knees.
Yes.
They signed.
Yes.
They signed the wrong
They
one-legged
signed
guy.
the wrong one-legged
They
guy.
signed the one-legged guy.
This time,
Yeah, no.
This time it was the wrong ashy guy.
Right.
On the board was Fake E on NXT and Fake Big E is better than Raw. Johnny and Soji are agreeing. My thing is this. What was up with Rob telling us about the 2021 Big E out a year and a half? I know Rob wasn't lying. I'm not calling out his credibility.
Okay, not lying.
Baited. I mean, he bought into Big E fucking
Pathologically
with us.
wrong?
Oh, okay. Brian, do you know what happened? Because I know Bob can't comment on this without making it really bad and awkward.
Well, I mean, Big E came out eventually, and then this is actually something that I was hoping that would happen, and finally that we were able to see it. We have fucking KO and Sammy get back together, which was nice.
Well, now
And it interrupt the whole
again,
party.
this is everything that has to do with these people. Is this all we hear Dolph come out and he basically beats the fuck out of Kofi, proving Paul Heyman that he's a goddamn liar. Because if they wanted that title, Kofi he walked out on his own power, but he spent 5 minutes on a stretcher. You got to be pinned for 3. Brock could have easily carried him to the ring and pinned him 1, 2, 3 if he wanted that title or was there. He wasn't. So why cut that promo, Paul? I know this is quite off topic for a second, but all Paul has to do is come out and say, last night, we're going to just take it whenever we want. You'll never know when we're coming. You'll never see it coming. Instead, last night their promo was, we're going to be sitting there waiting and watching. All it takes is one match, and we're going to do it. Here it is 24 hours later, and they do nothing. So,
Okay.
Go ahead, Bob.
I had so much problems with all this, and y'all know I'm a Dolph fan. There were ways they could have salvaged this in multiple spots, and they didn't do any of them. It made the Brock storyline. It really was a glaring, like, he just came back and he's already. You're right. He's already missing stuff. Like all it did was highlight that Brock wasn't there, and then I thought that after the Dolph attack, I had this moment of stupid hope where I thought he was about to go walk up the ramp and there was going to be Paul and he was going to be another Paul Heyman guy.
No.
There was going to be
okay.
but
here's your
but there was
problem,
just-
Bob. You thought
What?
Here's your problem. You thought that something in WWE creative had some level of consequence. They said last night they're going to be ready and waiting to cash in because they didn't think that tonight they were going to do this. Paul Heyman walked out before the Dolph beatdown, and yet they
he was
still
still
didn't.
standing there when Dolph hit him the first time.
So, but I'm saying he walked out before. He stayed out there. I mean, it was stupid.
Right, and I thought that afterwards Dolph was going to become a Paul Heyman guy, and then like, oh, okay, cool, maybe we're getting a faction so that it hides that the main guy isn't there as much.
Brian, you understand what
So
I'm
it's
saying?
not just always,
You understand what I'm saying? Like
Sometimes.
that this spot just proved that WWE does not want to worry about the consequences of what they say. Like the wild card. Oh, it's going to be 3. I mean,
Sure.
4. I mean, 5.
No,
there's no board. Like they just they don't know how to think ahead.
No, they're flying by the seat of their pants. It definitely seems.
Oh,
like
no. Now the 24/7 rule, anybody can fight for it. There were 3 guys from Raw that were in the chase tonight.
So it's just another way of just crossing over.
Yeah, it's another way of
brands,
eliminating
right.
brands.
Yeah, it is dumb.
Why don't they should just
Smarky was
do it
supposed
though?
to be the easy show.
Yeah,
Right?
I don't want to talk about the other stuff yet. We'll get to that on the next topic. So finishing back around here, is it possible? Because remember a while ago, Bob, we didn't talk about this with you, but we talked about it off air. Me and Brian. Remember, Ziggler had that character where he didn't care about the fans and screw them. Sammy's amidst a same gimmick, and KO and Sammy kind of at least showed that they're still on the same page, if not a faction or partnership. Could the 3 of them, Ziggler, Zayn, and Owens, could they make a faction to be the foil to New Day?
Not a faction.
But maybe, but instead, Dolph,
At least a temporary faction.
he undid. The problem with Dolph was he never got injured. He was always consistent. He was always a good hand. He was always stable, kind of like The Miz. But with Dolph, he never went away, so you never got to miss him. And they flip-flopped him between back and forth between heel and face. Unlike The Miz, who they kept consistent, and then they've done the change. So now we're getting a chance to know a face Miz, which we haven't had in years.
Well,
This was just like they just undid all of it. All of the we can't miss you unless you go away. He went the fuck away for 6 months. When he came back, it was just like, oh fuck, it's the same
he
doll.
just came back and he's in a title match in like 2 weeks. And
It doesn't even count. It's not even canon.
And here's the other thing about Dolph. You know, his 2 title runs, the only significant, well, 2 of his title runs, he's got 3. 2 of them, his only significance, they didn't even see through. He was a fill-in with Vicky Guerrero after her and Edge ended. And then he had a storyline that I thought would be a really good storyline with AJ and Big E back when they first came in, and that just fizzled out. They didn't even really end it. AJ and Big E carried on and had a full breakout, or excuse me, a full breakup, but Dolph just kind of faded out of that trio. Nothing they've ever done with him has made any sense.
No,
Brian,
it's
sometimes he's a face, sometimes he's a heel.
And the most misused character besides the Big Show in WWE history.
It just kind of goes back to the whole problem. I mean, kind of bringing it back with the whole 24/7 belt. It's just the whole long-term booking problem. Dolph was also just a victim of that.
Well, and I don't agree with Bob there on the most in history. I will say he is very underused, whether that's underbooked
not
or
underused, misused.
Misused too. I mean, there are spots that are perfect for him. They don't even think about him. There are other spots that they force him into that he has no business being in. I mean, everything they do is wrong with him. He is.
Yeah.
He has not been. It's sad. It's sad that this is the case because you're thrusting him into a losing situation again right on his return. Creative. I don't know. Is Brian? Have you ever heard? Is he not a Vince guy?
Well, he's one of those guys that likes doing stuff outside of WWE. Obviously, he does the whole comedy thing. He does stuff for what is it? Not Fox News, but
we helped promote his mom's
his brothers.
animal.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Right. So he clearly has other interests that he wants to do. So maybe that rubs people the wrong way backstage, or they don't really want to invest in anything really in him. Like I said, again, long term, because of the fact that he wants to do other things. Makes sense to me.
But this is different. There's not wanting to invest. This is they're investing something big into him just so it can bring him down to nothingness. He went away for 6 months just so after Super Smackdown, whatever the fuck it's called in Saudi Arabia.
Wait. Now, could he just be returning for that Saudi paycheck bomb? Could this just be?
So.
Could this
I
just
hope
be
that's
a
all it
spot?
is.
Yeah, I mean, he just disappears next week. The board says, by the way, Brian, see if there's anything else. But one of the things they're saying that this just sets up a 6-man tag next week. Maybe he's just here for the paycheck.
Yeah, and you said that it's going to be a faction. I don't think it's going to be a faction. If anything, it could just be like a few week, like a 3-week alliance.
A temporary
sure. That's not a faction. Let's not throw that F word out there. That's not. Come on.
I don't know. I think the three of them, if they do a non-Gem and the Holograms Misfit version of the Riot Squad backstage, they could have a lot of fun. Those three could do a lot of fun.
Triple H isn't in charge
promos.
yet. We're not doing faction wars.
Okay.
Faction wars.
Yeah. What's on the board?
Daniel Price is just saying, I've got no doubt Dolph and Kofi can put on a good match, but Ziggler isn't exactly a high-demand guy that people want as a potential WWE champ, even though he won't beat Kofi, which is true. I mean, he had his title reign, and I mean, do you guys remember it really? I mean, it was kind of not.
Well, that's what
not
Adam
all
was saying.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, Dick Sweat
They were
Ballsack is here.
misused.
Dick Sweat, what's
Yeah.
up?
I haven't seen him in a while.
He said he was at the show.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ed
He
Simmons.
said
yeah. What's
zero
up?
sound from the ring. That just means nobody was saying anything. No tarps, at least. Maybe empty seats. No tarps.
Yeah.
Um,
And one of the interesting things is Ziggler is only filling in because KO won't do Saudi.
is that what you? Okay, so
Well-
maybe Ziggler is. I mean, I was thinking that myself. I was wondering. Bob and I were talking on text thread and talking about Rowan and Daniel Bryan's feud potentially for Showdown, and I was like, wait, Daniel Bryan didn't want to go last time. That's why they
He's not going
prolonged.
this time either.
Yeah, that's why they prolonged AJ's title run. So more and more people are saying no to Vince. I think Vince is forced to do the Taker Goldberg type of thing, and you got guys like Mick Foley going, pick me, pick me. Maybe Ziggler's just back for this. It's a one-off. It's a a legend contract situation. I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I thought. Yeah. Anyway. Maybe the Prince wanted him.
I don't know.
Right? Is it the Prince?
The Prince.
He wants Goldberg. He wants Undertaker. Maybe he wants Dolph Ziggler.
Or maybe that's who was sold. Oh, I can't give you KO, but you know what's better than that? It's Dolph Ziggler. It's like Chevy Chase in Vacation when Eugene Levy gets him to take a different car.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to want this one over here. Battle tested, tried and true. Good.
I want Roman to nut up and say he's not going.
Roman is going to go to StarCast instead.
Yeah.
Is he really?
No,
That's who they
no.
replaced?
Yeah.
Anyway, so backstage, we have Truth running around. Can I just say, I don't want to talk about this. I just want to mention, because I said
But you
everything.
are talking about it.
I said everything I
This
could
is
last
talking
night.
about it.
I know, but before I'm good, here's what I'm going to say to make me good. It's very simple. 24 hours into your 24/7 belt, you have R-Truth shitting on it by calling it the Euro title.
Okay, and this is what I wanted. Okay, you brought this up earlier in the day, and I said let's stop because I wanted to talk about this
Yes.
on the air. That's, R-Truth, his whole gimmick is he might have had too much head trauma. He's not shitting on it. It was a big picture of him holding the belt. He also thought that the ladder was for the Royal Rumble. He thought he was going to get into the women's Money in the Bank match. Like, calling it the Euro title is just funny. It's not shitting on the title. If it was...
If it was done in a promo
if it
on
was
TV,
Orton saying,
wait.
this Euro, whatever the hell title it is, that's shitting on it. This is like, the tweet was him proudly like, can't wait to show up on SmackDown with my Euro title.
No, my thing here is, I get it. If this was a belt, Brian, that's 6 months old, and R-Truth wants to clown around on Twitter, it's fine. On the not even 24 hours later of your 24-hour belt, you have a guy shitting on it.
That's what I was going to say.
He's not.
I mean, to a
6
certain
months.
extent, he should be promoting it. He should be building it. And if it doesn't work
He
within
is.
his character,
I don't
Bob,
see how you think this is malicious.
if he doesn't work within his character right now, then don't give him the fucking belt. They should be promoting it. They should have had somebody riding around all day going, look at me, 24/7, can't be pinned here at the bank, can't be pinned over here at the mall, can't be pinned at the car wash.
Okay. I missed last night's show. Did he just absolutely hate every second of this 24/7 thing?
I hated that Titus O'Neil's first solo title was because he ran.
I loved it.
Because it ran and picked up a belt. After that, you played hot potato with Robert Roode. Yes, it was funny that there was a guy sitting, the ref in the front seat. But at the end of the day, this is the hardcore title disguised in a PG era that is for jobbers. And it's adding another title, Bob, to an already roster full of titles that are misused.
I agree. This is not necessary. This is not needed. This is only there because Jimmy Havoc is about to have a real hardcore division in the TV 14 TNT product. But
no, it's not a hardcore belt though. It's not a hardcore belt.
Yeah, I love Bang Bus
it's so
right
fucking
now.
Ugly.
Bang Bus says it's 2019. Bob has to remind Adam what Truth's gimmick is. He called it the European champion yesterday when he won it. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
That's even stupider. That's my point. If you want it 6 months from now, give it to Truth and have him do this. That's fine.
6 months is too long. I mean, fucking give it like maybe a month or two even. Because
Okay,
they're still going to be establishing
Honestly,
it.
this belt is designed for R-Truth. I think this is...
No.
Yes, dude, this is the nonsense title. If you're looking for nonsense, the first clown in the clown car of the circus in the WWE,
Great.
It's R-Truth.
Great.
This is his gimmick title.
Let's make WWE great again by adding a nonsense title. Let's give it to a guy that's nonsense, who's not even going to say the name right. It's already garbage looking, but sure, let's have him dress in drag too. That'll make it, fun.
Don't call me Buzzkill, and you're making me defend a guy who I'm not that big of a fan of because Adam doesn't get the gimmick.
Okay,
Brian,
that's fair.
Help me.
Unlike other hosts, I think that's a fair statement, Bob. I don't agree with it, but it's very fair. Here's the thing on the board, real quick. I want to try and read this, and then Brian, I'll go to you. I'm sorry, Adam, it's pathetic, but I prefer R-Truth running away with Mela for comedy than EC3 just grunting while chasing someone. That's from Soji.
Exactly.
That's true. Okay, I'll give you that. And then Daniel Price says it's not malicious, Bob, but Truth doing Truth things and mislabeling it the European title for a gag makes it even more clown shoes. Like, Truth is the clown shoes. Now you're making the title clown shoes too. That's what we're trying to say. That's what we're saying.
Mick Foley brought it out.
So Mick Foley is
Mick
clown
Foley's
shoes
not
now?
a credible title person.
Wait, Mick Foley is now clown shoes? Bang, bang. He's going to kick your ass.
Yeah, he's been clown shoes for a while, bro.
A little bit.
Wow.
You can't really argue that.
Brian?
You know my loyalty to Mick Foley. That dude's been clown for a while.
Wow.
A little bit.
He's a legend to me no matter what. It doesn't matter. Yes, he is a self-deprecating clown. This was the first time I felt like he was out there as a puppet. Like Vince's hand was shoved up his ass and making his mouth work.
Dude, no, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Stike says the belt's going to end up on Lars or Braun.
Well, I was going to say, do you guys think that it could possibly end up on, like in NXT, or actually what they said was it could go NXT 205?
I'm sure it'll make its round, and then yes, I think Rob said it best last night. He goes, "This belt was made for Braun."
For Braun?
For Braun.
Braun?
Yeah,
No.
I think Braun is going to
I
have
think
this
the
belt.
jobber title.
Yes, but that Braun is going to at one point carry it for like a month. He'll be the longest reigning 24/7 champ in WWE history by holding it for 3 weeks. Daniel Price,
I think that. Yeah.
he says, first run, Cactus Jack, never clown shoes. Shame,
No.
Bob, shame.
No, I didn't say first. Never mind. I'm not going to. Nope.
And Anaconda Vice joining us. He got a hall pass. He says Braun is a jobber, Bob. I think Braun he's not main eventer anymore.
No, clearly he's not. He's had a lot of
He's
the
never
fuck
been
ups.
he's getting Big Show level treatment. But without the accolades, at least to fall back on. R-Truth and the running 24/7 Bulls. I'm good. That's from Justin. Let's move on.
What's up, Black Arrow City of Gamers Generation?
Oh, Black Arrow's back. What's up, buddy?
Hey, that's a
He
long
says SmackDown sucked.
Long name.
Let's see. Ali and Andrade. Or Andrade is next.
Yeah, what about it?
Holy shit, I forgot this match even happened.
Yeah, I think it was a great match, but I'm good. I don't think it did anything storyline-wise to talk about.
Nope, didn't help either.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right, we're going to move on to the next one, which is good. The next one, Bayley. No more hugs. You want to talk about it?
Does she even have the inflatable wacky arm things?
I think she did.
Okay.
I'm not positive. I think she did, but we had dual face champs fighting their not official but would be number one contenders in a tag match.
We did have a great line come out of this segment, though. She goes, maybe I'd like to be Bayley Two Belts. And Becky goes, yeah, I'd shake your hand, but I'm afraid I'd crack you with the other one.
That's pretty good.
Now, speaking of which, I will say this about the segment that has nothing to do with the segment. Becky on Twitter had me today, and she was, I can't remember how she worded it, but she basically said, think about how high I've set the bar now that people are criticizing me for only having one belt.
It's a good point.
I mean, it was a good spin, I thought.
Have we
Sorry,
checked
Bob
out?
didn't like it.
Have we checked out if Bailey's merch is on sale yet? Can I buy you at? Actually, can I buy you and Bob? Can I buy both of you guys some Bailey gear? You guys can match maybe some tassels.
I'd rather have a hug.
I guarantee you that Becky Two Belts is on clearance right now.
There we go. That's another one.
I still have a WrestleMania 33 shirt for Bob for his birthday from
I've been
like
waiting
3
for you to
years.
ship that to me for ages.
I found it in my house cleaning up this past week. I need to
I
send that.
want it so bad. I'm just waiting for you to ship it. You know my address. You've been to my house.
Wait, Bob. Just so that you know, kayfabe break. We're gonna go fourth wall here. Not only do I know your address and stuff, the box I found it in is already addressed and labeled to go to you.
Fucking brilliant.
I just never put any postage or sealed it.
You're terrible.
I know, right? This is our last topic. In terms of like brand new topic, of course, we still have Mud Report and Smarkies to go, but I am good. I like the no hugging, but otherwise I'm good. The rest of it's.
Yeah, I would like to see her maybe Tarek. This whole new kind of serious face turn is nice, but hopefully this is just another step into, dare I say, a heel Bayley down the line. Who knows? Just planting that seed, just throwing that out there into the universe.
Just planting a seed.
Yeah.
On the board. That was weak, Becky. Good thing you're dating Seth, Soji says. This is probably the first time the crowd was behind Ali. Bang Bus talking about the Ali Andrade match. Yeah, but what did it do for either character? DP says Bayley needs to go dark side and be monster heel from hugger to thugger. Oh, make her a thug.
Wow.
Anaconda Vice, I would like to see her not have the title moving on. Okay, then. No, I think it's fine. New face character for Bayley. I kind of like it, Justin says.
Yeah.
I like it. It's better than hair up and square up. I'm glad she's not hugging anymore.
Well, I like what Shoji said. Guys, he said, watch a YouTube interview with Foley after the 24/7 reveal. He was really like a half puppet and other half he wasn't believing in the 24/7.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like he was, you saw him, and I got to tell you that this is why Rob and I hated when Bobby Roode was going with Chad Gable. Mm-hmm. Every promo he cut, you could see and tell that he was cutting it half-assed.
Didn't
believe in it. Like, could you imagine? Yep. No, but Velveteen Dream. If Velveteen Dream believed in his character the way I believed in his character originally, he would never have become how awesome he is. Because I would have been like, this is bullshit. But he sold the fuck out of it. You have to buy into your character. That's just the key.
That's why BJ Lawton
I
got
get the
over.
feeling that nobody buys into the shit they're peddling anymore.
Well, and that's because of stuff like what they did tonight with the Brock thing. You're lying to us. That's what they did with Bray. I'm a god. I can't win any matches or feuds, but I'm a god. The Taker mystique, that every time he lost, he still sat the fuck up. Like there were things that they used to do. Austin would rather pass out than tap out. It always seemed to take more than one finisher to beat HBK, no matter if it was a monster guy or one his size. Like, there used to be some level of, what's the word? Prestige isn't quite right what I'm looking for, but like, I don't know, pride in what this business was about and the way that these guys were treated. And it wasn't so much pride by the talent, it was pride by the bookers. They protected them with good storylines and things that didn't compromise their character. And that's why you brought up Big Show Bob is so bad. They're like, hey, nut shot, you lost. Way to protect your monster.
Here's the truth about WWE. In 2 years, we're going to see what Vince is made out of. Because when you watch the Monday Night Wars, they keep saying it over and over and over again, that the locker room was taking the war personally because they were rallying around the product of WWE and they wanted to show that they could be the best. I don't know if this locker room has that loyalty to Vince.
No, I mean, all their friends.
They have it to Hunter.
All their friends work in other companies, and to Hunter, right?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's very like. I mean, Brian, you said it. It's not just about loyalty to Vince. Some of them have loyalty to a friend that's somewhere else. And it doesn't have to be AEW. It could be Ring of Honor, NJPW.
Right, and a lot of guys that there's guys that were trained by people that now have evolved and they're not even in the ring anymore. So now they're kind of doing more backstage stuff. And who are they going to bring in? Guys that they used to work with.
Yeah. Did y'all read the thing about I saw an article today about AJ Styles has signed his last contract. Did y'all see that article?
Yeah.
Oh, he's retiring when this is over?
Well, hey, are you going to talk about it on the Med Report? I don't want to step on you.
Yeah, we can talk about it then.
Yeah, let's just wait for a second. We'll get there.
All right.
That's a good one.
So I guess we're ready to move on. We got Mud Report and we got the Smarkies next. Everybody ready? Triple H is gonna lie to us.
We're gonna give you what you want. Something new, something fresh. In the coming weeks and months, you will be seeing new.
Recorded live from the White Table Studios, it's the Smarky Awards.
So Rob was talking about changing that up, but I almost want to keep it because I just want to keep that lie out there. I want to keep making sure, at least for now, because Brock is back, it seems more and more like a lie right now that Brock has the briefcase. Just saying.
Well, it's just a reminder to us and to everyone that's listening too that sometimes you hear things and you can't believe them.
Yeah, I mean like 21 months for Big E. Here's our awards. Marked Out Award, best match. Well, that sucked. LOL and the Pink Slip. Pink Slip, remember, is for tonight only, but it doesn't mean it has to be any new reason. Let's get it started with Big Bri. Marked Out Award. What do you got?
You know what? I'm going to give it to my boy. Who did I write down? Ali. Picked up a big win against a guy that is on the up and up in WWE. So for him to do that,
I mean, I gave
good
you,
match too, but yeah.
I mean, it's marked out, so you marked out for
I marked
it.
out, yeah.
But since we kind of blew past this, what did this do for either guy?
Nothing, but it was a good match.
I mean, Andrade's in a match at Super Showdown for a title against Finn.
And Ali
is nowhere to be found.
Could he be in the battle royal?
Oh, great! Yeah, that's a push. He'll get an even shittier green belt.
Maybe.
Just saying. My marked out award, Bayley. No more hugs. I kind of marked out for this. I know I'm not a fan of the women's division, but the thought of reinventing yourself without having to switch from face to heel and give herself a little more edge, I'm curious to see where this goes. So I kind of marked out at the prospect there. Bob, what's yours?
I didn't mark out at anything tonight, man.
Oh, come on, Bob.
Really?
There was nothing really great about tonight's show. Okay, for 2 seconds, I was like, cool, Dolph's back. And then that ended. All right, the one line from Becky, I would shake your hand, but I'm afraid I'd crack you with the other one. There you go.
Okay, fine. At least we got something. What's the board got? Marked out, Brian.
Let's see. Marked out. I'm catching up. My shit is fucking slow.
All right, I'll read.
Yeah, do you have it
Christopher
up?
Stykeleather says, marked out award, Ali. They seem to put him in the ring with some main event superstars. Andrade is not a main eventer yet. I mean, Styke, I think you're getting ahead of yourself. Bang Bus marked out, seeing Epico and Primo chasing R-Truth. He forgot they worked for WWE. They were in that tag something match in the chamber or something, I thought recently. Or I don't remember.
Maybe they'll be in Saudi.
Anaconda Vice marked out nothing. Just Hangman versus Pac earlier today.
There you go.
Yeah, at least he got something in wrestling. Marked out Ziggler showing up out of nowhere, beating up Kofi. I still like Lacey and Charlotte as a team, though. That's from Soji. Ziggler showing up, that wasn't the problem we had. It's just I think this is just for the paycheck, and Brian saying no KO kind of confirms it. Marked out return of Big E for Justin. Next award, best match. I'll start this one off. It's Ali and Andrade. I mean, there was some other matches that told stories tonight. Kofi and Sammy and the tag with the women, but Andrade and Ali was the match of the night.
Yeah.
Even though it had no story to go with it.
Same on that one.
Yeah, Bob, any different?
Nope.
Yeah, that's an easy one. Board.
You're welcome.
We'll come back to you if we need to. Well, that sucked. LOL and Pink Slip. One more time. I've been beating this dead horse. I led with it in the cold open. Well, that sucked for me. Paul Heyman's broken promises. Even worse, that you show up and you're on the fucking ramp. As if you're waiting for Dolph to finish his job. As if you want to tease Bob. Oh, Ziggler's going to be a Heyman guy. Nope, it didn't happen, Bob. Why? Because nothing fucking happened.
Ziggler tonight.
Yeah, nothing happened. Completely inconsequential. Stupid writing. It's like a sci-fi movie. You make your own rules. Last night he should have said, we got the briefcase. We'll just take it whenever we want it. That's what he should have said. He didn't say that. He made himself look stupid then. He made himself look worse tonight. That is my will that suck. Brian.
What? My will that sucked?
Yeah.
How about we got another Roman sandwich? We didn't talk about that. We had
bookends.
We kinda had a Roman sandwich.
Was it tasty?
No, not at all. It was very like moist. It was very like
Moist.
yeah, soggy. The
Yeah.
bread was soggy, my friend.
Yeah, well, that sucked, Bob.
That fucking Ziggler promo that undid him being gone for 6 months.
Really?
He's right.
Yeah.
His voice
He's
was
right.
cracking. I mean,
It should have been me.
that motherfucker had tears in his eyes.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know. I think he had tears in his voice. Didn't see shit.
Yeah.
It should have been me.
Well, that sucked. Black Arrow says Dolph Ziggler crying like a bitch. Well, that sucked. Tonight's episode. That's Anaconda Vice. Wow. He's not even going to go into detail. Stike says, well, that sucked. Paul Heyman. Well, that sucked. No Ascension chasing truth. That's
Seriously.
from Mangbus.
Seriously.
Well, that sucked. I like the way Justin describes it. The 24/7 running of the Bulls. That's what sucked for him. Wow. I'm going to kick off LOL for me. Bob, I know you've mentioned it all night tonight, but for me it was an LOL. Watching Dolph Ziggler's Academy Award winning performance, it should have been me. It should have been me.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. I was about to say something, but that would be an Avengers spoiler for you, Brian. I didn't want to do that. What's wrong with that? I don't know. It's like fucking Maverick crying for the entirety of Top Gun after Goose dies. I mean, yeah, he's upset. He doesn't need to just sit there. And this is a guy who it didn't make sense. Also, Bob, that the last time we saw him, he hates the fans. Now in a backstage interview, he takes the mic and says, "No, I need to go talk to the fans and tell them what's up."
It didn't just shut up. It doesn't make any sense.
Daniel Price, LOL. Oh, wait, I got to go to us first. Bob, what's your LOL?
Rockstar Spud handing out missing flyers for R-Truth.
Can I just say, you guys need to go on Twitter and look at his picture. He said that they lost his luggage, and at least he found someone on the roster his same size, and it shows him wearing bronze clothes. It's pretty fucking hilarious, I thought. LOL Drake, Brian, what's yours?
Go to the board. I just totally
on the
fucking
board.
blanked on mine.
Stike says Drake Maverick. He's agreeing with Bob. So is Bang Bus. Waffle House clowning the hell out of the 24/7 title. That's from Daniel Price. What was yours?
The whole Kofi going out on the stretcher thing. I thought that was a little kind of, I don't know. It wasn't really LOL. I mean, it was LOL in that LOL. Are they really fucking doing this? I thought.
Also, his boys didn't even come out.
No,
that's what's weird.
No, they didn't come out.
Well, no, they hurt Big E, and they went to the hospital.
Oh, whatever.
But I don't know. I guess they're trying to do the whole. I don't know if you remember like the whole Paul Pierce thing or fucking when guys get hurt and then a quarter or two later they'll come back. This is the same thing. It wasn't long-term booking. This is extremely short-term booking. You have the guy get hurt, go on a stretcher, then by the time he's at the ramp, he gets up. I get it. They want to say that he's proud. But,
or what about Big E? Let's bring him back and then send him to the medical facility. None of that makes sense.
Well, he got hurt.
Yeah. LOL. By far, when Graves broke character laughing at the 24/7 chase. You guys saw it, even laughed at Saxton by accident. That's from Soji. It's Johnny. When you go away, WWE erases you, but when you come back, you get a new gimmick or forget your face heel. That's from It's Johnny. So, Brian, that's my cue. Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
Heel or face, Dolph Ziggler.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. Heel.
Are you sure?
I know he came out and addressed the crowd and kind of pleaded his case to them and told them his story.
Should have been me.
It should have been me. His voice was cracking.
Why don't y'all like me?
His
it's
voice
almost
was
like he
cracking.
forgot he's held the title too.
And not
right.
even,
That's the other thing. He's a 3-time champ too, not a 1-timer like
2
Miz.
times. 2 times.
I thought he was 3.
No, 2.
No, he's 2.
Like I understand the voice cracking, but he was doing like the whole kind of like sniffling thing, like the whole like and like quivering his lips, like what the fuck?
You're 11 years.
It was a little overacting. It was a little overacting. But who the fuck are we to say that, right?
Now wait a second. Remember how they mixed "Give Me What I Want" from Batista with the Spice Girls?
Mm-hmm.
It should have been me. They need to mix with what was it? Was it NSYNC or Backstreet Boys? It's gonna be me.
That is NSYNC.
They should mix that.
Dude, that was a Creed song of a promo.
A Creed song of a promo. Wow.
Can
I don't know if it
you
was
take
that bad.
Me high. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Brian.
No, it's okay.
I like Creed karaoke by Brian. I just don't want to hear Creed.
If you throw on Creed or Seal, yo.
Oh, I'll sing along, but I recognize what I'm doing.
Oh God. Where are we? What's happening?
I was looking up championships and not paying attention. He is a
Dolph,
two-time
two-time.
champion.
He didn't believe you, Bob.
Yeah, I didn't believe.
Oh man, I have no idea what's going on.
I know Dolph.
I know Dolph. Big emergency room. That's
good.
Daniel Price. I like that. Pink slip. Bob. Pink slip. Who are you giving it to?
Dolph.
Dolph. Just send him packing.
Ninja, please.
What?
Right away.
Go away for another 6 months.
Yeah. And take someone else with you. Brian, pink slip.
Pink slip. How about the whole? You know what? The dance break thing. I know she didn't really like. She didn't really. That wasn't really part of the show. But I'm done with it. Not so much get rid of Carmella, but get rid of the whole dance break thing.
He's gotta puke!
I don't know. That was my
He
best song.
fired a gimmick?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He fired a gimmick?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I could give the pink slip to Bailey's hugging, right? That's something.
That's not you can't fire a gimmick.
All right.
Just thinking outside the box, man.
I'm glad Bob pointed it out, so I didn't have to. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
made bad sound effects for it. My pink slip is it's been going the same guy for a while. Shane, I love you. Shane, if you wanna book yourself as a valet or a heavy, like when you were with the Big Show,
A valet.
It's a heavy.
yeah,
You
says
chose the two things he cannot do.
yeah, book it. He could be a heavy. J&J Security, he could be their heavy. Mean Street Posse, book it. No, but I don't want to see him be involved in as an in-ring talent or as a guy that has to like beat up the ring announcer or anything like that. I want to see him be an authority, run his shit. If he wants to be a heel authority, that's fine. If he wants to be a face authority, that's fine too. If he wants to take bumps, great. Take all the bumps you want. Stop getting
Like
involved.
he's 52, still playing the spoiled rich kid.
Right, and it's 49, but yes. I checked the tape.
49?
Yeah, because I thought it was 52. I said it was over 50.
I'm actually just over the entire authority thing altogether.
Amen.
Right?
Yeah.
Give me back my GMs.
Yes. Even the anonymous ones. I'll take that.
You want Hornswoggle back?
I'll take Baron back on Raw.
No.
Baron.
No. Wow.
Did you read all the pink slips?
On the board. What's the pink slip?
Daniel Price, pink slip. McMahon's as the heel boss authority suppressors. Enough. It's been 20 years. Yeah, I can get behind that. Pink slip for Bang Bus. Adam for not realizing the audio was fucked earlier.
Yeah, fuck you.
Pink slip for Shoji. Shane also pick a show, Raw or SmackDown. Not both, and don't be a wrestler. Yeah, but he could be the wild card. Exactly.
Yeah, the reason he doesn't have to pick a show is he's one of the 4 owners, in kayfabe.
And pink slip for Stike, Paul Heyman. I don't know how you could say that.
Look, if
Because he lied to us.
Away, we
he
might
lied to us.
have Stephanie come back. And do you really want that?
No.
Yeah, that's true.
I just figured maybe she was pregnant. That's why we haven't seen her for a while.
And Daniel Price is saying that that I would settle for a nondescript iPad as the new GM. I could get if fucking Siri or
let's
Alexa.
Let's get a smartphone.
Yes.
That is an amazing idea right there, Daniel Price. Get rid of, make their own version of Siri. They could call it Vincina.
Oh, my God.
something,
Vincina.
Something stupid. Pink slip for Shane from Justin. I'm not always bad at ideas, just some of them.
You know what, though? I'm kind of getting behind the Y table one, man. It's been growing on me. It kind of makes sense.
Well, I thought it was really funny when and you can check the tape on YouTube Live, so this will be a plug as I tell the story, but when Rob redesigned the studio after shitting on my Y table idea, he redesigned the studio and it looked like a Y table.
Yeah.
I just thought that was funny. I mean, he claimed it was a T, but fucking T and a Y are so goddamn close, and he shit all over my idea, yet he copied it. And he claims that it was just happenstance, but after I pointed it out, he had to change it. That's a fun story that only I like.
All righty. Well, Bob kind of alluded it earlier.
You gotta let it breathe, man.
Yeah, I kind of want to just get to it. All right, I'll wait.
Come on, give it a break. I'm gonna take a drink. There you go.
All right. So one of the things that Bob mentioned earlier, and this is something worth us talking about too. AJ Styles just
that's a terrible intro on it, but go for
whatever. AJ Styles recently just had an interview with Newsweek, and one of the things that he was quoted on saying was, he said, "I can tell you that this is this contract that I've signed is my last. This is the perfect place for me to be. It's family oriented. I have no problem taking my family to the shows. It's a PG product, which I enjoy. I'm in the best place I can be for my career." Now, I kind of have an issue with that, just because.
So do I.
Right? I mean, he claims that they're a PG company. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But with all the shit that's going on behind the scenes, that not just
Didn't
like the
Joe
casual
just
fan.
attack his daughter and his wife in storyline? But I mean,
Well, you mean Rey Mysterio?
no.
No, what are you talking about?
No.
Oh, with
Wendy and his daughter.
Daddy's coming.
Oh.
I mean, his daughter, if that was really her, she looked like she didn't get what was going on. Yeah, it's family company. They brought my wife and daughters ringside
Brian, I want to hear
pick
what
on.
your problem is with this.
Well, I mean, that's one of them. Just for the fact that he's kind of fibbing. I mean, that's not fully true.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
The next 2 sentences in that
Yeah.
were basically like, I can be a champion or I can be a helper. It sounded like he didn't, like, he's like, I got my money. I don't give a shit what we do here. Just tell me.
Yeah,
Like, there was no excitement for the future of WWE. It was, I've signed my last contract. I like what they're doing here. This is a cool place to be. Like,
if anything,
absolutely what I don't want to hear out of AJ Styles.
Right.
And if anything, I think what Bob is also alluding to, and correct me if I'm wrong, Bob, is that AJ is now basically told the universe and everybody, you don't have to book me at the top. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll job out. I'll push Baron Corbin if you want.
Yeah, but
you want me to lose to Jinder? I'll do it.
But he's still one of the most talented guys in the world.
But a lot of people backstage, when we try and say why Finn hasn't gotten to the top, it's because Finn is content where he is. He has no problem with it, is what we hear backstage. Now we just heard
Nakamura's not going anywhere. He goes to if he goes to a city where there's a beach, he can go surf. He doesn't have to worry about putting his body through it. They've got people who are just fucking comfortable to be there.
Yeah, they're complacent.
I don't see anybody with hunger anymore.
Yeah,
that's kind of how it's been for a while. There's always been guys that like that.
But you look at Ali, you look at Ricochet, you look at Andrade. Regardless of what they do with their creative character, you can tell that these guys are trying to be the best they can be. Okay,
they want those top spots.
You can tell that Finn is just like, yep, let me do my 8 moves of doom and get my paycheck.
But then I'm
going to go home to my girlfriend / boyfriend.
It's going to become a job at some point, right? Like, no matter what you do, it's going to become just like monotonous, and it's just going to become repetition. And
but
no matter what it is.
Okay, but look at something like last night.
Keeping the demon in Saudi.
I'm gonna give you a point from Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to talk about it's just another day at the office. Okay, if it's just another day at the office, then a guy like AJ Styles doesn't look at a guy like Seth Rollins and go, what can I counter your curb stomp with? And make that great new move that he's never done in his 20-plus year career. You can keep things fresh, Brian.
Oh, sure. Well, there's going to be little sparks like that.
But that's not what that article read. That article read exactly what he said. I'll just put over anybody.
And he basically put over WWE.
I'll do whatever. I'm comfortable here.
Yeah, I like the PG era. Since there's been a lot of talk recently, I'm going to go on record and saying I support it. Bring your families. AEW won't bring your families.
Going into a war, I don't want fuckers being comfortable.
No. You don't want. I mean, look at fucking Goldust. He has no reason to not sail into the sunset, and he's doing a feud and reinventing himself potentially for this just one match, one feud. But he's passionate about this. He believes in something. And he's going with it. Goldust has been stuck almost in what I believe AJ is headed for, because Goldust was just like, yeah, I'm good. They're like, we're going to partner you with Booker. Sure. We're going to do this with you. Great. We're going to make your brother be the same type of character. Awesome. We're going to have your dad be named after name a tournament after your dad. Great. Like, Dustin was just on cruise control.
In all fairness, the Dusty Rhodes Classic is awesome.
It is. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, now Dustin is seemingly got a revitalized passion to him. This has re-energized him to a different level. It's a new age for him, where for the last 20 years, he's just been going through the motion and collecting paychecks. I'm glad to see a fire back in him. I think everybody should get that.
Yeah.
That it?
Yeah, that's good.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Bang, bang!
Who's not going to Saudi?
Who's not going to Saudi?
That's what I want to talk about. You mentioned that KO's not going. We presume that
none of the women. Right, we can say that.
Yeah, we know no women.
No Sammy.
No Daniel.
Yeah, Sammy's Syrian. He can't go.
Yeah. No Sammy, no KO. Maybe is KO just making a stand for his bud?
Probably.
I mean, last time KO was injured, so he didn't have to go. And Daniel Bryan and Cena were like, we're not going. And they just like, WWE's like, cool. This is a get out of jail. Yeah, this is a get out of jail free opportunity, though, Bob. You can tell, because of their fear of a blowback, you can tell any WWE superstar that says they don't want to go, they're like, yep, you don't have to then.
Only a certain level. Only a certain level talent. I guarantee you right now, Robert Roode isn't telling somebody he's not going to Saudi.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, about the certain level, but that's only because they got to get 50 plane tickets for their Battle Royal.
They just hire jobbers.
Oh, dude, that's going to be filled with so many fucking jobbers.
Hire locals. Hire the local indie talent.
You'll have 5 or 6 of them.
No, come on. Throw some masks on. Throw some gloves on.
It's a lucha battle.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm not. There's too many. The undercard has to go.
Wait, isn't this show? It's on fucking Saturday, isn't it?
Yes.
Saturday. Friday at 2 p.m.
Oh, I thought it was Saturday.
No, it's Friday.
Friday. It's Friday in the afternoon, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
Well,
the Saudi shows are always on Friday.
Oh, you're talking about Super Showdown.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I thought you were talking about Double or Nothing.
Not Double or
I'm like,
Nothing.
Double or Nothing
Which,
this Saturday.
by the way, is fucking hilarious to me that both these shows
Is
are gonna
Double or
be
Nothing
happening
this Saturday?
Yep.
Okay, you know what? Sell me on it, because it's $50.
It is. Well, actually, it's good that you say that because one of the people, we mentioned it in our group chat earlier, but moving on, Sean Spears, a.k.a. Ty Dillinger, is announced for the Battle Royal. I'm sorry, not the Battle Royal, for the Casino
Royale.
Battle Royale.
Wait, what?
Casino Royale.
Now,
Yeah.
is there something they're calling their pre-show like the ante?
The buy-in.
The buy-in.
The ante.
They call
The
it
river.
Might as well call it the ante. Yeah,
Is the
dark.
Casino Royale on the buy-in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. They're giving away that's a big gimmick match to give away.
Well, that's why they used
Well, they
to call
want
it.
everybody to see their roster. Is what I'm willing to bet.
That's why they used to call it the fucking over-budget battle royal because they weren't having jobbers, they weren't getting local guys throwing on masks. They were getting fucking legit people in a battle royal, which you don't really see anymore.
Well, again, I think that this is a free because everybody's talking about the top of that roster, but there's a lot of guys that are in under the radar there, and this is at least an opportunity for you to go, oh shit, I didn't know that guy was over here now. That's cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's a free match. Who cares? It drums up interest.
Yeah.
Daniel Price
they're giving away
says,
that match. Is there anything that, like, you know more about these indie guys than I do? I know a lot of these names, but is there a match that you would say is worth
here's
$30?
one. Daniel Price says,
Worth 30.
Daniel Price says, Bob, John Moxley's going to show up to replace Neville. That alone
No, he's
is
not.
worth it.
It's a work. He's still a WWE.
You think so?
What's worth $30 on that pay-per-view?
Well, you got Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho, their second one. And this is going to be the
You got Runnels versus Runnels.
yeah, taking place. This is the first one in the U.S., which is cool. You have Dustin
7.5
versus Cody.
stars right there.
What?
7.5 stars right there.
7.5 stars.
What are the Bucks doing, Brian?
Bucks versus the Lucha Bros. And that's
Wait, who are the Lucha Bros now?
You tell me, man. Come on, you're a luchador fucking
The
expert.
Lucha Bros are Pentagon Jr.
Yeah,
and Phoenix.
you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Brian, for the
job,
love
Adam.
of God, will you just let me and my brother eat lunch?
Good lord, man.
yeah, I'm sorry, I interrupted
Yeah.
you guys. And that's for the AAA World Tag Team Championship, which is pretty cool. So they're crossing over promotions.
AAA,
obviously.
did they give you free roadside if you're the champs?
They do, yeah. They give you free tire changes
Awesome.
and also just complimentary fluids and stuff like that.
Didn't Tama Tonga say he would take Pac's spot?
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that have been saying that. Joey Ryan threw his hand in there.
Threw his what in there?
Threw his hand. His hand.
It was just
Yeah.
his
It
hand.
was just his hand.
Wow.
You've got Dr. Britt Baker, and that's Dr. Britt Baker.
That's Adam Cole's woman, right?
Correct. Versus Kylie Ray versus Nyla Rose. So that'll be a nice
I like Kylie Ray.
showing of their yeah, she's good. And Britt Baker's awesome too. You have Sammy Guevara versus Kip Sabian, and that's also on the buy-in too. So you'll get another one-on-one match.
Who's
to kinda,
SoCal Uncensored? Why are they talking about him on the board?
That's gonna
Never
be
heard.
SoCal Uncensored is fucking awesome.
yeah, that's Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, and what's his face, Scorpio Sky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is the worst town. Yeah,
Frankie
those guys are
Kazarian,
great.
I always think should have been. He had an alternate career outside of wrestling as Antonio Banderas stunt double.
He should have. Yeah, you're right.
He looks just enough like him that in a stunt double capacity it would work.
He does.
That's just my point.
Yeah, and then this is another good one. This one I'm actually looking forward to. You have best friends Trent Beretta and Chucky T versus Jack Evans and his boy Angelico. Both stars from AAA, both from Lucha Underground, both fucking killer. Bob, you ever watch Lucha Underground? You ever see those guys there?
Yeah.
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 So they're signed over to
I'm just
AEW.
more like the best friends are the job, or they're the permanent jobbers.
Yeah, so they would be someone, if they were in WWE, they would probably be going for the 24/7.
Oh no, I think there'll be jobbers in AEW.
Either way, so what? That's
Yeah.
a fucking
No,
great
I'm just-
spot, right?
Hey, jobbers are talented guys.
Right? But yeah, I think that pretty much covers the card. But you also have, there's a chance that we have John Moxley show up. There's also chance that, by God, CM Punk showing up. But apparently he's got another, what's it called? He's got an announcing gig that night. I believe it's in the same vicinity as where a Double or Nothing's going to be. So
a coup?
It could be.
Real quick, Soji is wanting to remind us. Do you remember in Greatest Royal Rumble when you saw all these people that were not watching the match, were playing on their phones, or just walking around in general?
That's what I saw. Just guys walking around,
just
shifting
random
seats.
walking around. Nobody watching what was going on there. There's one
They
guy
were only
that's
there
watching.
because they had to be.
Right. The Prince is the only one watching. He's the only one that cares. Yeah.
It's his party. It's like this is almost like how a lot of smaller indie companies do like birthday parties. I feel like these are just just really big birthday party shows.
Or big Make-A-Wish shows that they paid for instead of died of. I'm not going to finish that.
Yeah,
no.
These are horrendous mistakes.
What else you got, Brian?
And then just going back, speaking of Mr. Bang Bang on Twitter, he was just kind of going back and forth with some of the fans talking about his promo introducing the 24/7 belt from last night. And someone was actually it was Elijah Burke. You remember him from WWE ECW?
I did see that one.
He was just kind of giving Mick Foley praise for the promo, and he didn't understand why people were booing him and why the crowd had that reception to him. And Mick's response was pretty interesting.
Mick even shit on himself.
Yeah, well, exactly. He said, "Pope, I think the crowd was hoping for the return of the classic hardcore title. Thanks for the compliment, but I felt like I came up pretty short on that promo. No one's fault but my own."
Right. Yeah, he.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Very, very self-deprecating response for Mick Foley. It felt like the same level of AJ Styles. Foley, I don't know if Foley's fallen on some hard times or something, but Foley's fishing for something here. He either wants his commissioner job back, or he wants one of those Saudi paychecks that he's been asking for.
A Saudi paycheck would be nice.
Because this felt like a work for him to get back in someone's good graces. It didn't feel like it was honest Foley.
He can't wrestle anymore.
For the amount of money that they're throwing at people, they don't care. I got to go out for 10 minutes. Shawn Michaels came out of fucking retirement, Bob. Ruined his legacy by showing how friggin' bald he is and how he shouldn't be wrestling anymore.
That's the only thing that I enjoy about the Saudi shows is they're clearly not canon.
What?
And nobody bothered to tell Shane that.
What?
Well, and plus they take a 6-hour break in the middle of them. So, that's kind of why they have
30 minutes for prayer.
Oh,
I don't mind it being a Middle Eastern show, but the fact that it's Saudi and it's so fucking unsavory as to why they're doing it is it's the ugliest thing ever. I just have a major problem with it. Yeah. And I think if Vince could figure out a way to get the fuck out of it, he would. I don't think he can get
I don't think they can at this point.
No.
Didn't they say it's like a 10-year deal?
It's a 10-year deal. Yeah. We're only 3. This will be number 3 out of 20.
No. I thought it was a 5-year deal, 10 shows.
No, it's 10 years, 20 shows.
Oh, Jesus.
Who's he? 3 of 20.
Wait. So in 10 years, Taker's going to be 64.
We want The Undertaker.
Let's see. Sting will be 69. That's the time to book him. He can be in a bra and panties match with Flair or something like that. Anyway.
Flair won't be alive in 10 years.
Right.
Bang, bang.
What else?
Impact is looking for a better TV home. Shocker. That seems like that just seems like yeah, right. I know that just seems like that's just like a headline that just could permanently be in dirt sheets.
Yeah,
right.
It's like there. Saying that a restaurant is hiring.
Right.
Right. Yep. We know.
And that's pretty much we talked about a lot of them last night. One of the things going back to the Mick thing, it just seems like he's kind of jumping on the grenade with it, right? Like, maybe the crowd was that, gave that reaction because the fucking idea and the belt itself sucks.
Foley still needs a new hip.
No, he got his new.
No, he already got it.
He
Yeah.
got his
As
new hit.
soon
Hip
as that,
buttons.
the boo came as soon as he unveiled that title and said it was a 24/7. Like the audience was immediately like, "You got to be fucking kidding me! This is dumb."
Well, and it looks just like their 24/7 series logo. It's bad. This is one of those topics, Brian, that just I don't know what else I can say.
Good. Yeah. That's all I got.
That's all you got.
That's all I got.
Bob, you got anything special?
I got nothing.
You got nothing. That yawn,
Nothing.
For those out in Marked Out universe, is the sign that we should end our show. It has reached its close. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm glad you were with us. Those people on the board, we enjoyed you as well. We're gonna be back Monday. It's gonna be rawsome. I don't know if Raw will be worth the fuck, but we're gonna be rawsome. We'll find something good to talk about, or we'll just have a really quick show where I just play this, sound effect repeatedly. Good. Play that 10 times and we move on because there's nothing worth talking about because we can't get the fresh stuff.
We should just have an AEW show.
Without them actually having a show?
No, they have Double or Nothing. We'll watch it.
We can react to that on Monday.
We'll cover Raw.
Do you think it'll
cover Raw a little
outdo
bit.
All In?
Yes.
No question.
Do you think it'll be a better show than All In?
Oh, I thought you meant
when you said
numbers-wise.
outdo, I thought you meant numbers. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know product wise, Bob. That's jury's still decided. I think it's gonna double what the buy rates and stuff were.
I see what you did there.
It's not just a play on words there.
Yeah.
I really think that they had nobody knew what to expect with All In. Nobody knew what they were getting. You had some people that were on the fence, and they just didn't buy. Now, those same fencers are going to buy, Brian, because they want to know what this is. Maybe there might be people who buy this pay-per-view and never buy another AEW one. There could be ones that they get fans for life. There could be ones like us.
This will get buys, too, because this is the first official AEW product.
Right. And that's why I think that this is going to be, at the very least, a year-long gold mine for them. Now, if they don't deliver, it's not going to be much of a war. It's going to be like a skirmish. How we downgrade it? It's not even a battle. It's a skirmish. Black Hawk Down, Somalia invasion. We're in, out. It's over. It's like a one-night stand.
It'll be a good show.
I hope so. Again, we're going to talk about it on Monday when we do Rawsome. So if nothing else, we'll at least be able to react to that. And maybe we'll find out if Big E and Xavier ever made it to the medical facility.
They're still on their way.
They're still on their way. Anything else? Final thoughts?
I just want to tell the people that broke into my car Monday night, I hope you enjoy the Ray-Bans that I did not. I actually found those. So it's like the Brotherhood of the Traveling.
Remember the Ray-Bans I gave you when you and I briefly worked together?
No.
You don't?
No. You give me Ray-Bans?
Yes.
No.
At the bar. Somebody left Ray-Bans, and I gave them to you.
I don't remember that.
Wow. It was when it was like our like the first moment of our friendship.
Yeah, right.
Somebody left behind some Ray-Bans, and I gave them to you.
And then at that moment,
I was like, I will squint. I will squint for you, Brian, so that you can have these.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah. Anyway, next time, same smart time, same smart channel.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast is produced and edited by YouRecord Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live following WWE programming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle Ravepro. That's RAVEPRO.
Should we have another impromptu dark match, Brian, where Rob forgets that the mics are on?
Maybe.
Okay, just a thought.
Maybe.
Haha.
Please listen to my voice. Take it from the wise old Jew.